We're in Auckland in the DA42. We're going to go quick flight down to Hamilton, IFR, obviously, looking out there. It's not very nice today. Today we're not going to use the G1000, the full potential of the G1000. We're just going to go from Auckland VOR to Hamilton VOR, which is Hotel 211. Let me bring that up here. Hopefully you can see that on the screen. So we'll just intercept Hotel 211, which is the 134 radial, which is set here on the PFD. We'll intercept that and climb to 8,000 feet. Track direct to the Hamilton VOR, which is tuned on, it's in standby Nav 1 and active on Nav 2. Not picking it up though. And then we'll track and we'll do the overhead Hamilton VOR and track outbound for the VOR DME Zulu 36 right inbound, and the weather's it's okay. It's pretty much like it is here in Auckland, so we'll land off that hopefully, and that'll be that. It's about a 50 nautical mile flight, so it's reasonably quick, 30 minutes or so. Right, so we're obviously started up, we've done the run-ups and everything's set for departure. So let's go. No VATSIM today, so we're just by ourselves. Taxi down to 05 right. Now I've only just got the DA42, so obviously I'm not type rated on this plane, so my procedures for flying this plane are rudimentary. And I'm just going off my past GA experience really, because it's been a long time since I've flown a lighty. So we'll get there. So there's actually a front approaching, or about hitting Auckland right now as we speak. This is real life weather, so it's a little bit windy and rainy outside. Yeah, so as I said, no flight plan in the G1000. Just I'm going to get airborne off 05 right, 500 feet, right turn, 30-degree intercept, the 134 radial to Hamilton, climbing 8,000. It's been a while, it's been a minute since I've done VOR to VOR navigation, so it might be very entertaining. We'll use the autopilot though, we won't get too crazy. Okay, so no changes to the brief. We'll just check the windsock before we depart. We've got heading flight director takeoff, 8,000 blue. Transponders on, altitude and 2,000 squawk. And since there's no traffic, we'll take the runway and depart. So land light on, strap light on. Clear and final. That was a windsock way down the end, so couldn't really see it. There's Alpha 9 05 right. Alright, should we do it? So it'll be full power, 100% takeoff. Okay, power set in the green, or yellow there. Speed's alive. Let's rotate. Pause the climb, gear up. mode and autopilot, and flaps up. Increase the speed to 210. And we might bring that back just a little bit. Now I've got the Thrustmaster Airbus throttles which have the D10, so it's going to be a little hard with the D10 setting the power, so hopefully that'll stay at 90. Okay, there's the VOR coming, CDI coming in. A little bit of wind from the left side. So we'll hold a little bit of drift, a little bit more, not too keen there. Yeah, too keen. Might increase the speed just a little bit more to 220. Now I could use nav mode to track the VOR, but I'm just going to use heading. I need a little bit more drift just to re-intercept it. Okay, so coming close to intercepting that radial. So obviously the wind's from the left, so we'll just allow a little bit of drift. How about that? Set that amount of drift and see how that is. Alright, I've taken off checklist. Gear up, flap up, power set. All the engine gauges are looking good. Okay, so obviously I need a little bit more drift to the left. It's interesting how I've got Hamilton VOR in standby, but it's saying it's AA. It's obviously a bug. Okay, a little bit more drift. We're going to break out on top at 8,000. I wonder. Wow, a little bit more drift to the left. Unfortunately, I can't pick up any weather in Hamilton, but I do know it's probably going to be 36 right. Hopefully the front hasn't gone through yet, otherwise it'll probably turn sou'wester. So it's normally a nor'wester, prefrontal and sou'wester, and the front goes through. We'll find out soon enough. Okay, a little bit too much drift now. That's a bit better. Right. What's the temperature? It's outside air temperature is 8 degrees. So keep an eye on ice. Okay, we'll just lay off some of that drift. Okay, so at 20 miles I'll change over to Hamilton VOR. Okay, we're going to stop at 6,000 feet. It's 6 degrees right now, and it's getting colder as we climb higher, obviously, and I'm just worried about icing. So we'll stop at 6. Now, as we increase speed, I'm going to need less drift. And obviously, as you get slower, you need more drift to maintain the VOR track. Looks like we're just in between layers. And it's reasonably smooth, so we'll keep that power setting there. Alright, we can turn the landing light off, taxi light off. Should have turned that off a while ago. 18 miles out of Auckland. Still not picking up Hamilton VOR. Oh, my bad. Okay, so it's obviously push that button. Now I can set nav 2. My bad. Okay, there's always a reason. I should have investigated it more and not just assumed it was a bug. So, and it says nav 1, nav 2 obviously, duh. Okay, so we've got nav 2 on Hamilton. Now it's up. It's all good. Okay, I'm going to switch over to, now push that button again to bring it up to nav 1, and then we'll swap it over to Hamilton. Let that settle down. So Hamilton's tune identified. Now because we're 33 miles out, just bring the heading back to the left and re-intercept that. And it's inbound track 133. There we go. Now at least got a nice little tailwind pushing us along. Ground speed 194. Bit more to the left just to re-intercept that radial. Now if I remember correctly from my days of IFR flying in a lighty, if your inbound track to the VOR for the overhead, the start of the approach is more than 30 degrees, you have to do a course reversal or join the hold. So we might just join the hold at Hamilton and then inbound in the hold, track outbound for the approach. So if I bring that up here, so we're tracking inbound in the 134, so we're out here. So we will join the hold at Hamilton. Yeah, tracking kind of like here. So we'll overhead, right turn, just direct entry basically, and then come back inbound and then track outbound for the hold. Yep. Okay. Adjusting my heading so re-intercept that radial, and I'll have to turn left very shortly since the wind's slightly from my left hand side. You can see we're just slightly left of track, pretty much bang on now, so I'll just come back to the left just to allow for a little bit of drift. Okay, so we'll just bring up the approach chart. I think I stuffed that up before when I was talking to myself. You guys couldn't see it. So we're going to track inbound, coming in about here, right turn, join the hold, outbound, turning inbound, overhead the VOR, not below 3,000 feet, and then track outbound. So track outbound 167. 11 DME, right turn, inbound 355. From 3,000 feet, we'll start our descent at 10.3, and we've got some altitudes here to check as we do our 3-degree path down to 580 plus 50, so what's that, 630 MDA. Got the required visible say and the base as well. Alright, so nav 8's active is Hamilton on nav 1 and Hamilton on nav 2. Needles are up, slight left turn to just allow a little bit more drift. And DME, we've got 16 DME to Hamilton. Okay, we're going to slowly drop down to 4,000 feet now. And we'll just go vert speed. Vert speed 400 down. A little bit more drift to the left. Bringing back the power. It's very smooth today, but we'll just bring back power a little bit more. Icing, no. Good shape. It's temperature 5 degrees outside, so keep an eye on it. rate of descent. Alright, fuel state, obviously tanked the engine. Fuel quality's good. Engine instruments good. Okay, bring it back to the right. A few bumps now, but we've got a good speed. Right, I'm going to set, just bring it back. I'll use the RMI needles now, and I'll set the inbound course. Try and set the inbound course if I can. 155. That's the inbound for the hold. Miles from the VOR. Very bouncy. Okay, once we overhead the VOR, it'd be a right turn and turning onto 335 outbound. Yeah, 335 outbound. Okay, that's close enough. Right turn. 355. Did I say 355? I meant 335. Okay, now we're going to wait for the beam so we can start our time. 1 minute. Coming up 4,000. Where is the clock on this thing? Okay, I just have to do it off my watch. There's a minute. Start the clock. Just come back a little bit more to the right since the wind's on our right. Okay, 25 seconds to go. Okay, here we go. Coming round to the right. Inbound 155, which is set on the CDI. Set 90. Get a nice tailwind inbound. I'll just set 30 now. I mean 45. CDI should start moving soon. There it is. Might have just been a little bit too slow there. Okay, I won't chase it because here's the overhead 167. Okay, now we're outbound, start 11 miles. 167. So now we're looking for 11 miles. We can set 3,000 feet. And we can start a nice vert speed down. Nothing too crazy. Nice tailwind. Wow. And 11 miles, it'll be a right turn. Inbound 355. .33 knot tailwind. Might as well keep that map up. Shallow out the road descent. Okay, the inbound course will be, I'm going to set that now, 355, since it's all the way there. And the tip over point at 3 is 10.3. So it's all going to happen pretty quickly, so I might slow down just a tad. Now we've got to stay within 12 miles, obviously, beside that arc. But it is at 11 miles, right turn, here we go now, right turn. Wow, that is happening real quick, so let's slow down. I'm going to let one stage of flap out and I'm going to take the gear down. And we're just waiting for alt. Probably going to go through. Don't get too slow. There's alt. Set. Just set 600. And now we're looking for 10 point, oh, just inside 12. Okay, we'll just concentrate, so we're good. We'll just concentrate on tracking inbound. So we're going to need some right drift, but we're just to the right of track right now. Speed's good. So we've got approach flap, gear down, and I'll just set a little bit of drift to the right. 11.2 miles and a tip over point's 10.3. Okay, let's I'll just wait a little bit. Okay, we'll arm vert speed 0. Now what's our ground speed? Oh, it's only, okay, so we only need 400 feet. 400 feet down, we'll just do 500 for now. So basically half your ground speed out is 0, and that's about 400 feet per minute down for a 3-degree slope. And I've just added 500 because there's so many bumps that we're not actually achieving. Might just do 600, we're not even achieving the 400. Okay, so we've got some altitude checks here. 10 miles is 29.10, so we're a little bit low, so I'll just shallow it off. And I'm just going to land with this approach flap, since we've got such a strong headwind. Okay, next check is 9 miles, and that's 2600. So 2600 is coming up now, so we'll just shallow it out just a little bit. Inbound tracking is good. Just going to set 500 on the altitude. There's 9 miles, 26, so we're 100 low, so we'll just shallow it out. 8 miles we're looking at 2280. Come back to the left just a little bit on the heading. 8 miles 27 now, we're just turning a little bit higher, so we've got 500 down now. So the ground speed's picked up, so yep, 500 feet down should work out right. There's 8 miles 2280, yep, so pretty much on track. So I'm not worried about looking outside now, I'm just totally on instruments. Okay, 7 miles we want 1960. There's 7 miles 1960. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'll just keep it at 500 down for now. Keep an eye on it. Come back to the right just a little bit. Speed's okay, 120, we're happy with that. Back to the right just a little bit more. 6 miles, we're looking at 1640. Okay, I think we're getting a little high, so I'll go 600 down. A little bit more to the right. 6 miles, 1640, yeah, slightly high, 30 feet high, that's okay. Bring it back more to the left. 5 miles, 1320. More to the left. Left. Okay, I think the ground might be coming into view soon. 5 miles, 1330. 30, yeah, okay, good. A little bit more to the left. Okay, DA for us is 630. Okay, stay on instruments. Okay, 4 miles is 1000. Okay, we'll just slow down a little bit. We're getting a little fast. Okay, bring it back more to the right. 4 miles, 1000. Yeah, okay, a little high. Low, sorry, so we'll just bang. Alright, I think that's enough fun. Right, we'll disengage. We'll turn the flight directors off. And we'll land this puppy.
500.
Better turn the landing light. Takes the light on. Start slowing down just a little bit.
400.
Now discard the flap. Oh, hello. Hello, Hamilton. That's an on time. Alright, we'll just coast it down here a little bit. Try and save the brakes. Alright, apart from the landing, that went reasonably well. landing light off. Well, welcome to Hamilton, where the local time is 4:20. Oh well, that went reasonably well. Debrief items. The thing that surprised me when we entered the hold at Hamilton VOR, did the one lap, is how quickly, once we turned inbound in the hold, how quickly I hit the VOR and then had to track outbound. I wasn't ready for that. That surprised me. I thought we were, our inbound track it's going to be a couple miles, and instead it was, I think the wind just carried us right over to the VOR. So it was, I picked it up though, so it's a plus, I guess. Taxi light off, strobe off. Apart from that though, I think it went well. Right. Okay, parking brake is set. Right. Main light off, taxi light off, strobe lights off, fuel pumps up, off, flaps are up, avionics, pedo off, and I think we can shut it down, so we'll just turn the engine masters off. Keys off, and position off. Electric battery off, and I'm not going to open up that because I don't want to get wet. Alright, welcome to Hamilton, hope you enjoyed that, and we'll catch you on the next one.